This is the best flash to have as a beginner, as a experienced photographer. No matter where you are in your photography journey, you need this flash. And I don't use the word need a lot, but this is something that you must pick up. It's the AD200 Pro. Okay, well, you can use the AD200, AD200 Pro, AD200 Pro Mark II, whichever one you want to get. They kind of just have updated features and little technical things, but they still give off that 200 watts of power, which allows you to be very versatile with your photography. So I have two of these, and at the very beginning of my career, I picked up one just 6 months into being a photographer, and it drastically changed the entire trajectory of my photography. And now that I look back, I understand that as a photographer, our jobs are to capture light. So depending on who captures light, quote, quote, the best, or in the best way, or in their own style, will be how they get chosen for photo shoots. So when a client's looking at your photos versus another photographer's photos, the only difference that they see is how that photographer captured light in comparison to how you captured that light, right? So the AD200 is what I kind of see as a budget option to be able to capture light in a more stylistic way to make it more personalized for you, right? And the moment that you take a picture with one of these flashes, bro, you immediately see like, oh yeah, like that's different. That's totally different, right? So you may be asking like, oh my gosh, 8200, why the 8200? Because I love it because it's versatile, right? This flash will live and grow with you, right? So if you pull this off right here, it comes with multiple different heads. So you can put a different head on here and then it goes a bulb head, but I always keep the speedlight head on it because the speedlight head is safer. If I drop this thing, it's gonna be okay. The bulb head, I've had some members in the community, in PNG culture, there's a link down below to join the Discord. It's free, I get free game every single day, all right? So I've had a few members in the community drop them and they burst and boom, boom, all the extra stuff, and it's just too much. So I always keep this on here, right? So, but when you take this off, you can now get something what's called an ADB2 once you purchase two 8200s, right? The ADB2 converts the 200 watts into 400 watts, right? So you take this one that you have, and I would mainly do this when, you know, I build up. So for example, if I already have an 8200 or I purchased one at the very, very start of my photography business and I was building up and I'm like, man, should I go ahead and get, you know, 8400? And I'm like, why'd I get an 8400? But I'm like, bruh, I need two lights though. So I get an 8400 and then I have the 200, I got 400 over here, 200 over there. But if I'm traveling, I can't really pack the 400 and the 200 in my bag, but I could pack a 200 and a 200 in my bag. For a fact, because the 200 takes the same amount of real estate as a 400 if you get two 200s, which is pretty chill because you can still use them as two separate lights, you know what I'm saying, and get more versatile. So when I snap the tops of both of these, they slide into here, into both two slots, right? Just like so for the ADB2, see? And now it's one flash, 400 watts of power converted, and you would get your lighting modifier. We'll talk about those in a minute. Just like so, this is a 12-inch beauty dish. I'm gonna put this bad boy inside of here, turn it, and this has a Bowens mount connection. So this right here is a Bowens mount connection, meaning that it has like the three-way connection if you look at it, and it has little notches in here that it locks into. And to open it, you pull this little lever right here. A lot of lights will have a little lever on it for you to be able to pull if it has a Bowens mount connection. But the Bowens mount is probably one of the most versatile mounts to have, to be able to connect, to be able to use your flashes, lights, especially for the 8200, right? So just like so, 400 watts of power. So now when using this, you wanna have both of these on the same. I do have technical videos on this too. I'm gonna briefly scroll over it. I kind of just wanna talk about the features of the light and why it's like the best for you to get, especially if you're starting or if you're advanced, wherever you're at in your photography career, it's for you know what I'm saying? So, right, you turn both of them on, just like so. And with this flash, a lot of people ask, like, you know, continuous, oh, boom, 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 like, how are you able to shoot so much? How is your, you know, your recycle time not that boom, boom? Because it's now 400 watts of power. So now the lower that the number is, so for example, your flash power, the closer that your flash power is to one, the higher that power is. The further it is from one, the lower that power is. So if you have it lower, it's still basically 2 times the amount of power because there's two of them. Right? And it's still not one physical light, so there's two of them. So it's giving off more power than it would if it was just one, which I feel like is amazing, right? So that's why I love my 8200. I have videos talking very technical about, you know, the settings and how to set it up and how to put it to a trigger and all that, but that's not what today's video is about. today's video is about the AD200 and why I chose it, right? So this is a lighting modifier. This is a 12-inch beauty dish. I like beauty dishes because when you put it up, you kind of have like that angle. They say 45 degrees, but bro, just angle it down a little bit or try to match it to your subject's face. Try to match the middle of it to your subject's face, and you have enough where the feather kind of comes down to the body and head, stuff like that. If you guys want deeper dives and stuff like this, I got the Patreon channel for you guys to check out. There's a free member community thing over there too. I also have a free guide on the Patreon as well for you guys with everything that I'm talking about right now about the AD200. It has links to everything that I use and all of that. Okay, so I'm gonna put these two back together so I can show you guys a little bit more cool things that I like to do with my AD200. Put the flash heads right back on just like so. These are just some little clicking connectors. And you snap it in there and you do the same thing with the other one. These are good to have, bro, because every time I'm traveling, I always have these on me and they just take up very low real estate to me. Just like so, boom, go on my camera bag. If I need to just bring one, I can bring one. Boom, my camera bag, drain the extra battery of the other one or another battery, and I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like this, very compact, very nice, right? High-speed sync in there. It has a whole lot of different things that it can really do, especially if you get like the Pro models. So the Pro models and the Pro Mark II models have a lot of extra stuff in there too as well. Just make sure to read up on that before you do make a purchase. One of the other things that I love to use is this. This is a Godox handle. I get questions about this a lot. I'm gonna put the link down below because I do paparazzi sessions. So when I do paparazzi sessions at night, like, bro, what are you using? What is that? What is that? I'm gonna give you out a game. I'm gonna give you out a sauce every single day of your life, okay? This right here is a Godox handle. This has little connection parts right here for you to be able to put on the bottom of your flash. So if you notice, there's notches on both sides of the flash. So this right here goes inside, right? And as you continue to tighten it, it will lock into those notches. So when it's not in the notches, it spins around, but you can lock it into those notches when you're tightening it, just like so. And now you have a handheld darn flash. You know what I'm saying? Pew, 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 pew. You're able to get it. And the crazy part about it is when you hold it, it already goes to that 45-degree angle. You don't even have to think about it. You can just go boom, you can just change it around, stuff like that. And you're wondering, what are these, right? So I literally put these on here, some little, I don't want to say necessarily a specific brand because you can kind of get any brand, but you can get some from PGY Tech, which is a little bit cheaper, or you can get Peak Design, which is more expensive. So yeah, I slide with PGY Tech. These right here are Peak Design dupes. These aren't like actual, you know what I'm saying, real ones, but these are dupes. And then I get these and I get this little camera strap and I'll put it on here like so. And the thing that I'm using too, maybe if you guys were asking, this is called a D ring. So D ring, so literally just the letter D and then ring, R-I-N-G. It's called a D ring. And it has a 1/4 inch screw at the bottom of this AD200 that you screw this into. So I literally put it like this and I can hold it on my body. So now I can put it on myself, go around shooting, boom, baby shower, whatever. And it's hanging with me. It's now on my camera strap while I have my, camera in my hand with my PGY Tech strap. So my PGY Tech strap is the one right here, and this will go on here. This has like a little, it's like a velvet, but it's very comfortable on my wrist, just like so. And I just have it like this while I'm doing like this. So now boom, 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 I'm two for two, bam. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, and this is what I use. And as far as modifiers kind of go, I'm sorry if I'm all over the place, guys. I just want to give you guys the information because I feel like you guys need it, and I feel like if I don't go fast enough, you guys will click off the video and you won't get the information that you need in order to get better as a photographer. So I have these two modifiers that I use when doing lifestyle photography. One's smaller, one's bigger. This is, I think, a 6x4 or 5x4 inch, and then this one is, I think, a 6x7 inch or something, a 7x9. This is a 7x9 inch one that I have. I'll put the links to both of these down below too. And a lot of you guys be DMing me. If you guys DM me just the word gear on Instagram, I'll send you. I can literally send you my entire gear list. But that's on Instagram. I'm not trying to get y'all to go all the way over there. And then right here, this goes inside of here. So this opens up, goes inside of here. I basically call it a mini. I call it a mini softbox, right? A speedlight softbox. And boom, just like so, and now we're ready to go. So now I'm ready to bam, 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 nice soft lighting. And if I wanted to, and I wanted to aim it up more, I can aim it up more and I can angle this down, just like so. So now, as you guys see from the side, it's still shooting outwards, but it's cutting a little bit of that light because I'm making the light change direction. So straight out, it's gonna be a little bit more harsher. You need to go down a little bit on your flash power and things of that nature. But straight up, comes out a little bit more feathered, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's pretty cool, I think that's pretty nice, that's pretty fun. This is the 7x9" one that I have, and then I also have this other smaller one too. Don't mind these things, they're a little dirty on the outside because they don't live some life, all right? They don't live some life. But on the inside, you guys can see they have it's like a little aluminum and then some little grips so that way it can grip to the actual light. And I'll use this one when I'm not doing, like if I'm doing more people, I'll use that one, or if I want it to be super soft, I'll use that one. But if I want just a little bit of like cut and I want to be running the gun, bam, 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 real quick, I'll use this one. Little small, little boy, little pop, 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 pop. And I use these for majority of my shoots, bro, because a lot of the time shoots don't really require too much. It requires just about as much as we make it require. A lot of my graduation shoots, I've used these. I've used every graduation shoot I've ever done, I've used the AD200. That gotta tell you enough. Every grad shoot I've ever done thus far, I've been using an AD200 with the ADB2 or two AD200s. I've been always using AD200s, bro. So yeah. And this is another lighting modifier as well. This is called a reflector dish. I call it a mini beauty dish. It's not a mini beauty dish because it doesn't have a dish inside. So same Bowens mounting adapter again. Pull this, pulls out, just like so, right? And this is a beauty dish sock. I get asked this a lot. This is what it is. I'm making a video so that way every time I get asked this question, I'm gonna send you this video, right? This is a beauty dish sock. I don't wanna take it off because it's so hard to put back on. But as you can see, this is empty. It's empty. This bad boy, it's empty. Do you see this? That's tough. This is empty. Oh, this is like a cool little thumbnail. How you doing today? You look good. This is empty. So the beauty dish sock goes on top of here, right? You can get multiple of these in different colors. You can use them as gels. I've done that before. It works amazing, right? If you use too much flash power going through the gel, it'll like basically make it not soft. But yeah, so this is a beauty dish sock. This is a reflector dish, but I call it a mini beauty dish. So if you ever watch any of my videos and I say the word mini beauty dish, it was easier for me when I first started photography to understand what the heck this was, because I would say reflector and then there's another type of reflector, and then I'm like, but that's not a reflector, that's a reflector. And they're both reflectors, but you know, everything kind of is a reflector in photography. Everything reflects light. So like, well, everything's kind of a reflector for real, right? Everything reflects light. So this right here is what I'm probably gonna be using today for today's shoot. I got like a cozy vibe going on today, and you guys are gonna be able to come along with me for that. So stay tuned for that video. But yeah, and then this is the mount that goes with the AD200, just like so. And if you have an AD300 or something like that, you can take this out. This little part comes out, people don't know that. And then it goes round, and then you could just do it just like so. But you can put this little part right back in there, just like that. As you guys can see, comes out. I just dropped it though. Another frame, how you doing? Oh, I got it. Nice to meet you guys. If you're new here, bro, I'm Taxi Png, man. I give out free game. I live on the quota and I live for the shot, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? I live for the shot. My saying is real, raw, unfiltered. You know what I'm saying? If I don't give you guys the real, the raw, the unfiltered, I'm lying. And I want to give y'all the real, the raw, the unfiltered views. You know what I'm saying? This goes in right here. I always make sure it's facing up, so like make sure that the words and everything are legible. I'll put it right through here, just like so. Wedge it on in there, and then literally now I'll stop it because like there's like a little, if you see this little notch right here, so I'll literally stop it at that notch right there. And I'll just scroll it down, tighten it. And now this flash is ready to be used with anything, bro. So it's on a little lighting stand right now, as you guys can see, little boom, boom, boom. Has a hole right here for an umbrella, cool vibes, things of that nature. And then you can literally put on any of the modifier that we just talked about with the Bowens mount. So this little beauty dish, LOL, this little reflector dish has I just feel like this little reflector dish has, there we go, Bowens mount. Right? So this same exact one can now put on another lighting modifier. Like the actual beauty dish, 12-inch beauty dish. I have a 12-inch beauty dish, I have a 32-inch beauty dish. There's a lot of different inches of beauty dishes. It's just kind of like dependent on the type of shoot you're doing. I'll go into a whole video about strictly lighting modifiers if you guys want. Just recommend it down below and I'll give it to you guys. See this right here? Just like so. So now it literally goes with any of the different modifiers. And there's one modifier that I want to show you guys that actually is one of my favorite modifiers because it's brought me the most bread. But it's one of my favorite modifiers because it lets me get creative. This is a spotlight. You guys haven't seen it before. I've done a lot of spotlight shoots And yeah, this one is like the easiest one to upgrade your photography workflow. It also has a bonus mount adapter, which is amazing. And it literally just goes right in here like this, bam. And with the AD200, I literally use it with the AD200 as well. It's kind of heavy, hold on, I didn't tighten my thing. Let me tighten that bit, there we go. All right, so now it's tightened, and as you guys can see, bam, bazooka. Should I put this in my thumbnail? Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But like, something like this, or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, so this, that. And yeah, that might be it. I'm trying to think about what else I can tell y'all about this AD200, but you could really use it with anything, bro. Like, you can use it with anything. Oh, that's what I was about to tell y'all. I wanted to tell you guys the reason why I decided I would do the reason why I would use a, let me take this heavy thing off. The reason why I would use an AD200, right, over something like the Godox V1 is, for one, right? People are like, you can just put it on top of your camera. Yeah, you can. But when you have a flash, right? For example, I'm gonna show y'all right now. Oh, when you have a flash on top of your camera, it limits your creativity as a photographer, right? So you have this flash on top of your camera. Yeah, that's cool and all. But now you're limited. You literally can't get, if you need the light to come down from here, you can't. But guess how much further my arm can go? Like, do you guys like see, do you see just how much further my arm can go? Like, my arm could have the flash up here and I could come down in this angle because I see that it's creative and creatively I want it like that. I can do this the whole time that I'm shooting, but with this, it's literally only right here. Like it's only right here. I'm limited, I'm majorly limited. Like, even when I turn it sideways, I gotta turn it up like this, and now I'm limited even more because now it's leveled with it. Some flash gonna hit my hand, the other flash gonna hit the lens. Like, to me, it's not, I think it's not worth it, being that they're both like close to the same amount of money, but it also depends on what kind of photography you're doing. If you're doing primarily event photography, that's all you do, then this probably will be an easier vibe for you, even though I still use my AD200 for event photography. I just aim that boy at the ceiling. Boom, boom, boom. That's all I do. And then there's modifiers you can get that can have this dome on here too. Same vibes, man. So I'm putting links to all of that stuff down below. And also, lastly, this has more features, but this is 67 watts of power. 200 watts, 67 watts, the same price. Crazy to me. 200 watts, 67 watts, the same price. It's crazy. So 200 watts is what I'm going with. You know what I'm saying? They got different mounting points. I can mount it, it's a little bit heavier, but I can still take it wherever, and it's gonna allow me to get more versatile, and it's not gonna max me out at 67 watts. It's gonna max me out at 200. You're probably not even gonna use all 200 of them watts though. Like, you're probably not gonna use, you know what I'm saying? You ain't probably gonna get there the way you really need that high of a power. But yeah, so I think that's it. Oh, you're gonna need a trigger if you're gonna use a Godox AD200. So I recommend the X3S trigger. Oh, is it gonna focus? Is it gonna focus on me? Is it gonna focus for me? Come on. I recommend the, oh, there we go. I recommend the X3S trigger. It's touchscreen, you know what I'm saying? So this bad boy is touchscreen and it's USB-C chargeable. Everybody's like, why would I buy that one when there's one that's $20 cheaper? Well, because you would buy this one because, for one, the real estate, smaller. 2, USB-C, the best part about it actually. 3, is touchscreen, which really don't matter, but the USB-C part is the most important part because you don't have to buy batteries. Like, imagine having one of these, right? I'm speaking from experience. I don't never cap. That's why I say real raw unfiltered. I have all of them. That's why I don't cap. I do this on purpose so that y'all could pull my card at any time. I have all of them, y'all. I have all of them. This one's still the best one because these require batteries. They might have been $20 cheaper or whatever, but batteries become now that's a reoccurring investment. That's a reoccurring bill. It is now a subscription fee because every time you die, the batteries die, you gotta charge them, 1, right? Takes more time to be able to charge the batteries, to take them out, to put them in. Too much, you might lose some batteries. You might have to buy new batteries. So now you're using more money over time to continue to replenish the batteries that are needed for this thing. When in reality, you can just get you a USB Type-C because the world's changing, man. The world is changing, man, and you need you a USB Type-C. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. That's it. That's all. I love you guys. Make sure to let me know down below if this was helpful. I hope it was. I was trying to, like, you know, keep you guys engaged and try to give you guys all this information because I know you need to learn it. And if the video went too fast, slow it down or restart it and replay it. And yeah, I love you guys. Real raw unfiltered. Make sure to join the Discord down below. It is free. I'm trying to give out as much free game as possible, man. Ask questions in the Discord. There's a channel in there for you guys to be able to, you know, show your work off. You know what I'm saying? Ask for critiques. to get real raw, unfiltered critiques. Like some people are too soft for the critiques. We get straight to the business. You know what I'm saying? We gonna tell you what it is, what the problem is. She looked orange. Yeah, like that. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys so much, bro. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for giving me a platform and allowing me to be able to, you know, help so many people at one time. Our past meetup was so successful. Like, it was so fun. It was in New York City. We're having another one in July, at the end of July. So if you see this video and it's not the end of July yet, you might need to tap into the Discord. But yeah, and if you guys want to learn how I edit and all my editing stuff, I don't really usually put that on here, but all my editing stuff is in the Patreon channel. There's a free member Patreon channel as well, and then there's, like, you know, paid tier and stuff like that. But if you want all the extra stuff, if you want raw files and all that stuff, it's on there. But yeah, I love you guys. Links to everything down below. Until next time, Taxi!
Yeah! Oh, there's the cookies. Be right back.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it.
Yeah, how you doing today? You look good.